Okay, so we now move on to the next day, August 29. Okay, the next day. Was it a lost cause hiding anything in Vincennes? Everyone wasted no time prodding me about my date with Konomi-chan. Yeah, it's a lost cause.
やっぱりね。やっぱりまさやくん、好みにこの字だったのね。
Yeah, I did. Head over heels. Yes. There's no point hiding it anymore, so I'll just come out with it. You're right.
なんか意外。
Wow, even Tami is here to report on our date. Summer vacation was finally nearing its end, so Tami-san had come back to the school.
そりゃ、好みって可愛いわよ。それこそお人形さんみたいで。
Like a doll, maybe I guess, because of her title nickname Poupée, but I do find her cute.
でも、学年も2つ離れているしな。意外だわ。それともまさやさん、年下が好きだったの？
Yes, I'm a lolicon. No, it's nothing like that. It's like I was attracted to her once I saw her practicing her naginata.
じゃあ、好みは鼻高々だったでしょう。ラムサンメルシーの一名、だいぶこだわっていたもの。
Yeah, she's more inclined to the Lame-san's Mercy. She prefers that title to her nickname Poupée title. Well, I think both Lame-san's Mercy and nickname Poupée are fitting for her.
で、昨日のデートでなんかどうにかなったの？付き合うことに決まったとかさ。
Well, I guess we can say it's kind of official already, yeah? Well, although we haven't actually really officially confessed to each other.
言っちゃいなさいな。どうせ遅かれ早かれ、ソンブルスケナーにはすっぱ抜かれるわけだ。
Oh yeah, you will, I know. No, I'm not trying to be ambiguous. I left Konomi-chan with Vincennes resident doctor last night, then said goodbye. Oh yeah, she's still sick. Oh yeah, because she got injured, right, last night. We had been mostly silent in the taxi. Not because we felt awkward. The opposite, in fact. We were quiet because we were basking in the joy of confirming how we felt about each other. That being the case, we never explicitly said we were lovers. Yeah, that's the thing. We haven't really made it officially confessed. I guess you could say it's not set in stone. We haven't officially confessed.
でも、タミエさんとは違う意味でびっくりしたし、意外に思ったわよ、私は。
For an entirely different reason?
だって、相手はあの好みでしょ？好みが色恋なんかに興味があるとは、到底思えないんだけど。
Well, I guess that makes sense, but you know, women when they grow up, romance will come in.
本当にデートだったの？
Well, it is.
デート以外にないじゃない。
Yeah, at least we went out, that's what's important.
いや、単に遊びに行っただけとか。
And that's considered a date, yeah.
男子と女子が2人で遊びに行く。しかも夏祭りなんていう素敵なイベントに。これをデートと言うんじゃない。
Yeah, right? Ayaka, you said it.
なるほど。それじゃあ、デートはうまくいったわけ？
Yeah, I would say it went well, yeah. Yeah, that much is for sure.
はあ、びっくりだわ。好みがね。
Yeah, you see, everyone's surprised that Masaya's dating Konomi. Well, I guess that it makes sense. I mean, because Konomi of all people, Ritsuko-chan spoke to Mitsuki-san, who looked very thoughtful.
美月様、それは結局イメージに過ぎないのですよ。
Yeah, in the end, it's more than her image of her, no?
イメージ？
Like, because she thinks of her as Lame-san's Mercy, like yeah, someone who only interested in naginata, you know, fighting and all that, dueling, but not really in men.
好みが恋をするはずがないというのはあくまでもイメージであって、 実像はまた異なるということです。
Yeah, precisely, yeah.
まあね。
But then again, it's also because of Masaya. I mean, Konomi did say that she won't fall for any man, right? Masaya is a special breed, so...
きっかけがなぎなたではね。もう私には手が出せなかったわよ。
Yeah, Naginata is not for everyone.
どうか。女の戦いはむしろこれからですよ。役立つということも。
Rico, why do you keep saying you want to steal me? You okay? You've had your turn, alright?
それは私は遠慮しておくわ。
Rico not giving up yet.
どうか。
At least Risi and Chiho gave up.
なぎなたって言えば、私も旅先で新聞を見たわよ。全国で優勝だもの。すごいわよね。
Yep, oh yeah, you mentioned trip. So is that same trip that you went across Japan?
あら、タミへ旅行に行っていたんだ。どこに？
I'm pretty sure it's the whole of Japan. Yeah, it's the same trip that Tamie and Masaya went in her route.
つつ裏裏に。
Yeah.
カメラ旅行というやつです。
So it's good to see that, you know, even this is referenced in another route.
アクティブね。付き合うことに決まったわけじゃないということだけど、好みも君のことが好きなんだ。
Yep, she does like me. Yeah, she told me she did.
で、君も好みのことが好きと。じゃあ事実上決まっているようなものか。
Practically, but not officially. Nah.
照れてるし。
Oh, while you were talking about all this, Konomi-chan showed up. She made no attempt to come in for some reason and was fidgeting over by the door. Oh, she's being shy?
どうしたのかしらね。
She's shy.
好み？
She finally came in after Ritsuko-chan called to her.
どうかしたの？は
Hmm? Her ankle was bandaged up, but I sincerely doubted a tiny bit of movement was that painful for her.
ですね。ちょっと気まずかったというか。
Yeah, awkward.
気まずい？
Konomi-chan gazed at both Ritsuko-chan and I with a dependent expression.
何？昨日マサイさんと何かあったの？
Not really. Just that I not say hug her, but I carried her.
なんかとは？だからキスを
Oh my god, Tamie.
断っちゃったみたいな。
So direct.
そんなことは。ただ小作りは迫られましたわ。
I did not do that, Konomi. What? I didn't do that. I just stared at you in your eyes. Hey, Konomi-chan. I tried to interject, but Tamie-san pushed me aside. Hey, wait, what are you doing, Tamie?
どういう感じで？ホテルに誘われたとか？
Okay.
ホテル？
Obviously, Konomi's being clueless here.
違うの？じゃあ何を？もしかして
Oh my god.
外で？
So oblivious. Konomi.
外は外になるのでしょうか。夏祭りの神社でしたので。
Then Tamie will think, ah, you're doing it at the shrine?
じゃああれか。木陰に隠れてとか。
Hmm.
隠れてはいません。むしろ周りに人はたくさんいました。
Can you let me explain, Tamie? As worked up as Tamie-san was, even she seemed to find that strange. She reverted to her original stance after leaning forward this whole time.
どういうこと？
And questioned me. like I've been trying to say. What?
私の肩に手を置いてですね。
Konomi, can you let me explain? There wouldn't be any misunderstandings if I explained it, but I got pushed aside again.
目を見つめながら、可愛いと言ってくれたんです。可愛いですと。
And that made you, I know I'm gonna have babies, no!
いやって。
Yeah, that's Konomi for you.
すっごい嬉しそうね。
Konomi's quite a weird girl, come to think of it, yeah. I mean, she's really funny and all that with all the babies and all that, but I think it's only through this route that I realized that she's really a weird girl. But weird for a good reason.
いいわね。恋って。それはいいけど、子作りの話はどこに行ったの？
You wouldn't want to know.
これが子作りでなくて何だというのですか？
It's not. Come on. Haven't we taught you what baby making is about? Konomi, come on. You.
そういうことか。好みったらまだそんなこと言ってるの？しょうがないわね。
Yeah.
まだ勉強が足りなかったのかしらね。
Yeah, let's teach her more on sex, yeah? Health education. I do think she understands it, logically speaking. Yeah, it's only logically, but we need to do it hands-on later. She just went back to her old ways whenever she got nervous. I figured it was something along those lines. The thing weighing on my mind more than that was... Konomi-chan? What did you mean by awkward? We had a good mood going before we said goodbye yesterday, so I wasn't sure what she felt awkward about.
昨日も言ったように、二股が良くないということは私になって分
Oh
か
my
ります。
god, Konomi is still with that two-timing thingy. I thought Mitsuko already explained it to you. Come on! Aha!
お姉様とマサヤ様が同じ部屋にいるわけですから、やっぱり気まずいです。
You still can't get over this? Oh man, oh man. Wait. Ritsuko-chan and I looked at each other in silence also. Look at each other's silence, then Ritsuko somehow got blurred out. Alright, she's out of the picture. Everyone else around us reacted with a confused, hmm?
二股ってマサヤさんが好みとリツコに対してということ？
No. We say no. More like Konomi with Masaya and Ritsuko.
私も一瞬そう思ったけど、でもそれなら普通怒るわよね。気まずいというのは違うんじゃない？
Yeah, it is different.
そうよね。
They were whispering quietly while glancing our way. Are you saying that you still like Ritsuko-chan or something?
まだとは何ですか？私のこの恋心は永遠なのです。
永遠 eternal? It's not eternal. Please, we need to knock some sense into Konomi.
そういうことか。恋と優勝の板挟みということではないようですね。
Well, actually, Konomi's kind of torn between love and friendship, yeah.
まさか本気ではないと思うんだけどね。まあ、本人もまだ分かっていないということなのかな。
Indeed.
ただ、こんなことは許されないということは自分でも分かっているんです。
What do you mean this cannot be allowed? Huh?
仮にマサヤ様が同じことをしたとしたら冗談から毛さ切りにしますよ。
Please don't do that. This is so awkward now.
じゃあこの実、私は身を引きます。そんな、そこまであっさりしてしまうのですか？
Well, you said it like that. You said it that you feel awkward when both of us are around, so might as well Ritsuko steps out.
なんだかわがままね。それに自分で言ったことと反してるじゃない。
Yeah. Come on, be sure of your feelings.
今のは一種の方便で言ったんでしょうけど、リツコ、ここははっきりさせておいた方がいいわよ。
Yes, Ritsuko, reject her so that Konomi can be with Masaya. Yeah, officially say I do not love you.
それが一番いいと私も思うのだけど。
Just be blunt.
でもどうしたら
No, actually, we have to be kind of careful about how Ritsuko handles this. I don't think she can be blunt about this.
方便？
Konomi-chan looked stunned, but everyone else around her seemed to understand. Namely that she was merely confusing her affection for her upper-classman with love. Or ought to be. Well, we did say something like that to Konomi, but Konomi is still confused, so... Not only was it likely a unique environment such as this one has had a strong influence on her, but Konomi-chan being way too innocent was also partially to blame. Yeah.
簡単よ。今となってはね。今となってはというと？まさやくんもこのみも気持ちはもうはっきりしているわけだし、ね
え。Yeah. Yes.
このみもまさやくんのことが好きなんでしょ？はい。
Yeah, she openly admitted it.
じゃあ簡単だわ。
Yeah, it's simple.
だからどうして？もう付き合っちゃえばいいのよ。
Yeah, actually we really did that. Oh.
そして付き合ったとなれば
And we'll be inseparable. Ayaka-san smiled sweetly and winked at me.
このみはあくまでノーマルな女子であって好きなのは男子の方ってことが実感できるんじゃないかしらね。
Ah, consume it. Yeah. That's a graphic way to put him out. Well, kind of, I guess.
あら、私はそういうつもりで言ってるのよ。
Seriously?
まあ、私が口を挟むことじゃないけどさ、まさやくんは思わないの？好きな女の子とエッチなことしたいなとか。
Well, yes, of course.
ちょっと早香様、学内でそういう話はいかがなものかと思いますが。
Well.
まあまあ、この際固いことはいい子なしよ。
Yeah, no need to stand on ceremony.
ですが。だって、このみとまさやくんの恋がかかっているのだから、友人としてスルーできないじゃない。
Yeah.
冗談を言っているというわけではないみたいね。あら、私はいつだって本気よ。
Yeah, right, Ayaka. But I can tell that she was serious just now. Yeah, she is serious about this.
その発言がすでに冗談ですが、でも私も心配ではあるわ。
Ritsuko-chan directed a serious expression at Konomi-chan.
もしかしたら一生に一度のものになるかもしれない恋を勘違いでご破算にしたらあまりに救えない。
Yeah, that's actually kind of the scariest part.
ま、この先は二人で決めなさいな。
Don't worry, I'll make you yours, Konomi. I mean, I'll make you mine. Ayaka-san tapped me on the shoulder.
さすがにね、エッチしろーとも言えないし、 見物もできないし、二人にしか決められないことだから。
Yeah, of course. Only the two of us can decide. Yes.
じゃあごきげんよ。
Oh, okay, so you're leaving the two of us alone? Alright.
男女のあれをかぶりつき取材するわけにもいかないし。こりゃあ私の出番はないかな。
Thank you for giving us privacy, Tamie. Thank you. Ayaka-san and Tamie-san left the room in a hurry. Everyone else seemed to take that as a signal and left right after them. Only the three of us involved in the love triangle quotation marks remained.
本心を言えばとんでもないことだとは思いますが。
Yeah, it's outrageous.
幸せがかかっている時に道徳を云々することも筋が違うように思いますから。マサヤ様、この身をお頼みします。
No problem, Ritsuko. I'll take good care of Konomi. You can count on me for that. Yeah! Ritsuko-chan took her leave as well, and now only myself and Konomi-chan, who had a genuine question mark hanging over her head, remained. As usual, she's totally clueless what is going on.
あれ？なんか皆さんいなくなってしまいましたわ。
Privacy. They want to give us privacy. Konomi-chan. I took hold of her shoulders, just like I had last night, and gazed into her eyes. Yeah, and this time, please don't get nervous and say you're gonna make babies. Okay? We're gonna do this, alright? Stare into her eyes, hypnotize her, and then, I don't know. Alright, stay firm, alright? Konomi, stay firm. Summer vacation is nearly over. But let's make a final push, starting now. Let's study. Okay. That's an interesting suggestion. Study together. I guess it kind of works. But that's kind of a weird suggestion. Okay. So we come to the end of chapter 2. Alright. So let's moving on to chapter 3 now. So 2 more chapters to go. Oh.
第3話 ABC って何のため？
The ABCs, the fundamentals, what for?
マサヤ様の部屋を訪れるのもマリカ様のことがあって以来ですね。
Ah, okay. I mean, Konomi needs to learn the fundamentals of, yes, the fundamentals of doing it. That's very important, you know, need to know the basics. Okay. Konomi-chan curiously gazed around the room. She had actually come here just yesterday, but she hadn't had the luxury of time to do this then. Did you bring it? Bring what? Oh, the homework, right? She placed the book on the table. It was a health education textbook. Oh, right, yes. So when Masaya said let's study, he meant let's continue with the health education. Alright. Yes, we need to teach you more, Konomi. We had tried using the final course textbook first, but it didn't cover this subject in depth. Ayaka-san had loaned this textbook to me the last time around, but this time I had Konomi-chan bring it. We read this together before, and I think you understand it from a logical perspective, but just in case, okay? You suggested just looking at each other was baby making yesterday, then ran away.
緊張するとついそんな気になってしまって。
So now let me train you. Do not react that way when you get nervous, yeah? Yeah, I figured it was something like that. Alright, don't stand around. Come over. Konomi-chan acted hesitant at first, but eventually came over like I asked. She sat down beside me, red from the neck up. The nape of her neck is so beautiful. Oh my god, Masaya. That's the first thing you think about. Her body, her nape of her neck. Okay. Already getting into it. She had her hair up at the back, leaving her beautiful bare skin exposed. Konomi-chan generally had a slender build. The nape of her neck provoked her sense of apprehension, like it could snap with ease. What are you thinking about, Masaya? You want to like, what? You really want to like bite her neck until it snaps? It's kind of intriguing. Oh my god.
Masaya-sama?
Oh, so sorry. I'm totally not staring at the nape of your neck. Oh yeah? I refocused my eyes on the textbook in a hurry. Okay, let's do some review. Okay. Revision, yeah? The portion dedicated to sexuality wasn't very substantial, so we got through reviewing it in no time. Considering this textbook was provided by Vincennes itself, the subject matter was extremely proper, but as expected, it still made Konomi-chan blush. There you have it. Making babies means, well, put into different terms, having sex. You don't know what sex is, Konomi? Yeah? I thought I remember hearing you saying that before too, when we first had this education thingy. Huh?
教科書に書かれているこのような行為が世間で本当に行われているとはちょっと信じられません。
But this is human nature. This is part of humans. Well, I'm pretty sure that's just because you don't have any experience, Konomi-chan.
あと少子化ということは私だって聞いたことがあります。
Declining birth rates is because of the society as a whole. Like in Japan, because it's becoming a more and more advanced society, become more developed country, and so more people are more focused on work, you know, rather than having children. So that's the thing. It has nothing to do with, you know, I don't know what you're thinking, Konomi. But anyway.
もし世間でセックスが行われているなら子供だってどんどん生まれてくるはずではないですか?
Are you sure people in society are practicing sex? They aren't. I wonder about that. I suspected there were many reasons for the declining birth rate, but I lacked the knowledge to fully explain it. Well, like I said, yeah, busy with work, focus on work, you know, rather than having children, you know, they put family after work before family. Yeah. The one thing I can say is that people don't only have sex in order to have babies. Yeah, I mean there are also like artificial ways of having babies.
はあ。だってさっき言い換えればと。
I guess that would be the difference between a necessary condition versus a sufficient one. Oh, you're using the necessary versus sufficient thingy. They emphasized it in the text too, right? How intercourse hinges on love. Yeah, love, you know, that's why there's something called make love, right? Also, that strange erotica novel, Memiko, was it? Wasn't there anything written in it about how the protagonist wants to have sex with Memiko because he's in love with her? When Ritsuko-chan was giving you that lecture yesterday, she said a child is the realization of the love between a man and a woman. Yeah, that's kind of true, yeah. It was super embarrassing to put into words, but I figured explaining it in detail right now was for the best. Yeah, we need to be concise, you know, so that Konomi actually understands it all. For something to be realized means a goal can be achieved, and where there's a goal, there's a process to go with it, right? Yeah. Which is namely, ascertaining your love for each other. It is true that sex is an act which exists in order to make babies. But another aspect of it is to express your feelings of love with each other. In fact, that aspect might even be the stronger of the two. You see, we are totally learning about sex right now. Very nice. This is good education. So when you want to do it with your girlfriend in the future, you know, yeah, this is good education to start off. Remember how yesterday you mentioned that when I pat your head, you got this strange, nearly psychic feeling from it? Oh, okay, yeah, that can be considered part of sex, yeah? So let me guess, so maybe later in the sex scenes, right, the first thing we're gonna do is pat her head. That will make her feel like aroused or something. I was shy yesterday, so I couldn't bring myself to say it. But given the occasion, I'll make it clear. That was because you love me, Konomi-chan. Yeah. I had prepared myself to say it, but I still couldn't help that my face was growing hotter. Physical contact with the boy you like made you happy. And the opposite is also true. I said while taking her hand. Oh. When I touch you like this, it makes me happier that I can't stand. Much like her physique, Konomi-chan's hand was small. I found it so impressive that she could wield a naginata with these maple leaf-like hands of hers. Maple leaf-like? Okay. Her skin was so smooth that it was, in all honesty, comfortable just to touch them. What do you think? Too bad I can't get to touch her hands, so... Oh, that electricity flowing through you, right? The electricity of love. What's flowing through you isn't some strange power. It's emotion. The sparks. And it's something that flows through both of us, because we both love each other. If you were to touch someone you didn't like, then it would just be unpleasant. But this is really all psychological as well, right? You know, yeah. So if you touch someone, if someone that you don't like touches you, you feel like right? So because that's a psychological aspect. Yeah. So when we touched each other during that time, we moved our hands around like we were playing some sort of game. I would clutch, she would clutch, or we would touch the backs of, or tickle the palms of each other's hands. I wonder if it's because you practice the naginata. The palm of your hand is actually a little firm. As I spoke, I turned her hand over. See? The back of your hand is so smooth in comparison. Yeah, because she always holds the naginata firmly, right? So it's quite firm, yeah. I like both, don't worry. I can always choose both, right? Nothing wrong with that. I tend to be greedy. Yeah, because you are learning about love now. I like both, see? We need to be greedy. I do prefer this texture more, but... I tickled the back of her hand. Konomi-chan laughed with amusement. These palms are matters of honor from all the hard work you have done. It was the sight of you practicing the naginata that attracted me to you. Yeah. Konomi-chan. We gazed at each other much more intimately than we had at the shrine last night. So are we going to kiss now? But today she showed no signs of running away. With a red face, she was staring back into my eyes. The way this is going makes me want to kiss her, right? Yeah. Thinking it best to take this step by step, I held back. Why don't we call this enough studying for now and go out somewhere together? Anywhere is fine. This is a date, so let's go somewhere you like. So is she gonna suggest let's go to the dojo? I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, it's outside. But yeah, we could be going to, you know, her grandma's dojo. I would really love to see what's at her grandma's dojo, yeah. With no real request in particular, we decided to wander around downtown. Okay. She had mentioned this before, but in addition to her practice pack days, she had gone outside of Vincennes few enough times to count. I may have suggested going out to have fun together, but with that being the case, it was likely nothing would immediately come to mind. Let's hold hands while we talk. Alright. Our hands timidly brushed against each other. It would probably become more natural to us once we got used to this. Although, we've only just started dating, so this innocence definitely wasn't a bad thing either. Do you have any hobbies, Konomi-chan? Naginata.
Naginata です。いえ、趣味などというものではありませんね。生きる道というか、魂というか。
Yeah, I figured you would say that. Yeah, your way of life, your soul, you know, my life itself. Anything other than the Naginata?
これといってないんですよね。漫画くらいでしょうか。少女漫画は結構好きです。
Oh, you like shoujo manga? Interesting. I do like quite a number of shoujo anime. I think... let me try to recall. What shoujo anime? Nothing really comes to mind right now. Shoujo anime. What shoujo anime do I like? I know there are some, like for example Skip Beat. Yeah, that's a shoujo anime, right? Manga, yeah. Another one is the Kaichowa Meido-sama, right? Yeah. My student president is a maid. Yeah. I also enjoy. I also like the Tsukide Inayo. Yeah. So these are some examples of the shoujo anime that I've watched and enjoyed. And so one more is some monster thingy. So yeah. Want to turn back and go to the huge bookstore out in front of the station then? Yeah, but I prefer watching anime to reading manga, so just saying, you know.
Masaya-samaも本か漫画が好きなのですか?
Yeah, I'm not really much of an avid reader, so I don't really read as much manga as I watch anime, so yeah. I'm not a huge fan, I guess. Not that I dislike them or anything. I don't really have anything you call a hobby either, since I've had such a rough life. Oh well, none of that matters, yeah, that's all in the past. Shall we?
いえ、今はお店の中に入るより歩いていたいのですが。
Then I'll accompany you to the store or something. Yeah, let's do that. Taking a walk with our hands joined was heartwarming all on its own. And of course, that was obviously because the girl walking beside me was the one I loved.
そういえば、マサヤ様、ナギナタ部に入部届は出してくれたのですか?
Oh yeah, I don't think he did that. Huh?
これからもナギナタは続けてくれるのですよね?
Yeah, I mean, you already practiced so much with her. Obviously, you're gonna join, right? Come on, Masaya. Oh yeah, that was the plan, but to be honest, I hadn't given any thought to joining the club. But I had two reasons. One, because intermediary course and final course students held the club meetings separately. Do we even have a Naginata club for final course students though? Not that we know of. Two, because there was no guarantee I would be able to stick around until graduation. Yeah, there's that too. I gave her my honest thoughts on the matter.
私も一緒に稽古をしたいのは同じです。
Yeah.
ただ、サボっているとすぐに体がなまってしまいます。
Well, that's true too, yeah. Very true. What about this then? If I were to leave the club, would you join me for some private practice sessions?
あ、いいですよ。もちろんです。 2学期からは私は部長ではなくなりますし。
Ah, okay. Let's do that then.
マサヤ様は本当に筋がいいですからね。鍛える甲斐もあります。
Training me will be well worth it. Okay. Go easy on me, okay? Okay, so somehow the background blurred again. I sensed it as we were walking and chatting. But Konomi-chan was most lively when we were talking about the Naginata. I think that's all she really knows. Not that she was acting bored right now, or yesterday at the festival by any means. It did, however, reinforce that she loved the Naginata more than anything else. Even you. No, I'm just kidding. Even you, Masaya. No. Thinking it might be best to give her more experience with physical contact, I deliberately linked arms with her along the way. The sight of her getting shy and blushing was very adorable.
マサヤ様、ちょっとお聞きしたいことが。
Something you would like to ask? Yeah? She quickly checked around us before leaning in semi-close to my ear. You're gonna whisper something?
セックスって。
Okay, you want me to practice this with you?
具体的にはどんなことをするのでしょうか。
Okay, so you want me to give you a lesson on that? Sure, soon. We're gonna do it. We're gonna practice it. Specifically? I stammered on purpose. Why do you ask?
今、急に知りたくなってしまって、ダメでしょうか。
No, not bad. Sexy so is good. It's not bad. Let's head to the park for a minute. It's hard to discuss here. Oh yeah, we're going to the park again. Yeah, that is the perfect place to talk about sex. Yeah. Because that's where other people do it too. Yeah. We took a seat on the bench with our arms still linked. Okay then, let's see. You want to know what sex is specifically, right?
なんで知りたくなったかと言いますと、
Yeah?
妙な小説、彩香様に借りて内容も覚えているのですが。
Wow, you committed its contents to your memory?
小説の主人公はよくメミコの胸を愛撫していたようでした。
Well, we're not really going to start with that. We'll start off with a kiss.
その愛撫というのもよくわからないわけではあるんですが。
You don't know what caress is? Well, I can show you soon. Yeah, fondling, you know.
いずれにしろ、乳房をどうにかするのだろうと思って。
So we're definitely going to see this, yeah, soon.
私、胸なんかないですから。
It doesn't matter. So what if you do not have much of a chest? Doesn't mean I can't do it.
マサヤ様の腕が今私の胸に当たっています。それで急に気になったというか。
Okay. It is good to be curious, yeah. Yeah. Of course, I could feel the sensation of her breast. However, it was an extremely transient sensation, the sort that made you wonder whether it was there or not at all.
あと、教科書に載っていた女子の筒に
Flawless.
男子の陰茎を挿入するあれを私自身のこととして考えてみると。
Actually, I think this is the first time I learned of this term called flawless. Yeah, so okay. Her phrasing, if I had to say was so, was quite graphic. Choked me up a bit. Yeah, she just said it directly.
陰茎などというものが私の中に入るとは到底思えないのです。
Oh, but it's possible, right, Konomi? It is possible. You know that thing can squeeze into a hole very easily. Really?
だって異物ですから。ですよね。
Well, yeah, it's kind of a foreign object, but it won't be foreign once you get used to it. Well, yeah, I guess it will be from a girl's point of view.
陰茎の大きさにもよるのかもしれませんが。
Ah!
マサヤ様、勃起した陰茎
Oh
と
my
いうのは
god!
だいたいどれくらいの大きさなのですか？
If I have to say, it's very huge. Huh?
同じ男子であればわかるかと思ったのですが、そうでもないのですか？
Oh my god, Konomi is so naive. Because she's so innocent and so naive, she can be so open about this, or being conscious about it. That's so funny. Do I tell you how many, what, the length of it or what? That was a pretty critical question for any guy. But Konomi-chan didn't seem to understand how sensitive a subject it was, yeah.
男子一般ではなく、マサヤ様の大きさを教えてもらうのも構いませんが。
How are we gonna answer this? And now it had gotten even more critical. Average. Just average. Yeah, right, Masaya. You lie. You see, you make Konomi disappointed. She looked distressed. Right, she wouldn't know how big average was. Let's see. Okay, I'll tell you. Alright, what's the length? Maybe around 19 centimeters? 19 centimeters. Let me think. That's actually pretty long. Sorry, I ended up showing off. It's okay, Masaya, it's fine.
19センチというと。
So we learned something new today. We now learn the length of Masaya's thing. Konomi-chan measured it out as the space between her two hands. Okay. Eventually she shook her head.
無理ですね。こんなものとても私の中には入らない。
It's possible, Konomi. We'll show it to you soon. Ah, wait! I panicked and shortened the space between her hands. Actually, something told me there was no need to get that panicked about it. I guess it isn't that big? Yeah, no way! It's a little more like this.
これならギリギリ？
Barely? Konomi-chan looked down at her own body. Given her short stature and slim build, it really might just barely fit. If such a time were to come in the future, I would make sure not to force it. Yeah, must be gentle first.
それでセックスってどんなことをするのでしょう？どうも正規の結合だけではないようですが。
You know, are we seriously discussing sex right now? Oh my god. Let me see. First, you hug each other naked. Yeah. Then we kiss. Yeah. Then you kiss. And then we go deeper than kiss by French kissing. Next, we'll come touching each other all over.
いろんなところ？
Yeah, your arms, your head, pat your head, your middle part, and then finally the bottom part. Like your boobs or your privates. I wondered what the heck I was saying out loud like that. Yeah, precisely. But it's okay because this is the part where people do it. Yeah, sex happens in this part, so it's okay. Although our faces were bright red, our expressions were pretty serious. Perfectly serious, rather. Passers-by would never expect we were having this sort of conversation. That's what it means by caress.
愛部は何のためにあるのですか？
What do you mean? What does it exist for? It exists to make your other party happy, your partner happy. To enhance how the other person feels.
気持ち？どんな気持ちですか？
Or you'll know it when we do it. Essentially to enhance each other's sexual pleasure, I guess.
性的な 小説でもしばしば出てきましたが、それがどうもわかりません。
Of course you do not really understand what it means because you have to practically do it. Then you will understand. Have you never felt it before? Sexual pleasure of any kind? Why would she? Konomi-chan nodded. Maybe that means she's never masturbated before. Yeah, we can clearly tell she's never done that. And of course, I was hesitant to ask outright. Even when we asked her that, does she even know what masturbation is? If she had never felt it before, then it was only natural she wouldn't understand it. Yeah. It's an intuitive feeling, so it's difficult to explain it in words. Just that, what I can say is, when we do it, you'll feel like moaning. Yeah. I guess I can just explain it using a similar sensation. It's probably a significantly amplified version of the happiness or comfortable feeling you get when I pat your head. Maybe? Yeah, I think so. That's a good example to follow from. I released her arm, and in exchange put my arm around her shoulder and pat her head. Oh, I want to see that image again of him patting her head. But this works too. This increased feeling of intimacy made my heart pound all the harder for it. Yeah, just take another look. Like second nature, Konomi-chan snuggled after me too. Yep, this is the feeling, and it's going to be amplified when we actually do it. Now that our bodies were touching, it was like I could feel her heartbeat firsthand. How is it? Ah, okay. Yeah, so that means when we do it, you're gonna want more. Yeah. It's a similar feeling to this. More than likely. As sexual pleasure grows, the penis gets larger, and for women, yeah, alright, the thing gets wet, yeah, just like say the textbook, yeah. I mean, this is all biology, yeah. And because of that, sex insertion becomes possible. But please remember, Konomi, that is a shoujo manga, so that one, it features extreme examples. So yeah, I'm sure, since it's an erotic novel. We totally should practice, yes. You'll come to understand it sooner or later. No, I'll make you understand. Oh yeah, Masaya. We're gonna practice it. I mean, we are lovers after all, aren't we? I said, gazing straight at her. Even she should have some understanding of what I was trying to say. Well, you want to learn what a feeling is like, right? Konomi-chan went bright red and ducked her head. Oh, come on now, Konomi. Stop it with the One-sama. I know that you love Ritsuko-chan. But you know, what Ayaka-san had said to me wasn't necessarily a joke. I don't think it was. I continued with that thought in mind. I'm your only partner. No, not just for sex, for love. Right. Looks like she did get it after all. I mean, the thing is, girls can also have sex, you know. Two girls can have sex, as we have seen in quite a number of anime. Yeah, so but just not in the conventional way. I kept speaking, still gazing into her eyes. Think about this carefully. It's very important. Do you think you want to have sex with a girl?
女子と女の子同士でセックスなどできるのですか?
Like I said, yeah, they are capable. Yeah, it's not impossible. Homosexual love does exist in this world, see? Even Masaya knows, you know? he has studied on this. So, tell me, Konomi-chan, have you ever seriously looked at Ritsuko-chan that way? See, very good question. Because when it comes to real love, romantic love, there has to be sex involved, right? Have you ever wanted to have sex with her? See? So that's not love. That's not romantic love. I thought so. But do you still want to do it with her? What about now then? You do know what it is now. Well, at least you're aware of it, although it's not wrong. I was fairly sure Konomi-chan was running away. From what? From change. Before I came into the picture, she had never so much as dreamed of ever dating a boy. And now she had me, her boyfriend, beside her. That change must have left her feeling confused. And because of it, she was desperately trying to behave the same way she always used to. Yeah, the nervousness kicks in, and then back to her old self. The love you feel for Ritsuko-chan and the love you feel for me must be completely different. You'll understand eventually. I'm sure of it. Once we, do it, yeah. I embraced her all over again, and she openly leaned against me. Alright. We didn't talk about anything afterward and spent some quiet time together. Alright.